Welcome to the most dangerous planet.
Welcome back. All right, I've been dragging my feet on getting to Badlands, and I really feel bad about it because, of course, like many of the great movies, this one's been getting way more hate than I think it actually should be getting. It actually is a quality movie, of which we're going to dive into some of the elements that I found really compelling. Let's kick it off with story. So we know the story. It was pretty straightforward. You're not going to be surprised from a lot of things, but what it really did a good job is that it made you really feel the character, and it made sense what he was doing and how he was reacting. I also found it really funny, but also added depth with how the android that he carried on his back, how they began to get along together. I think both had stellar performances, and the story. You watch this for not just the story. It's really about the action and just finding about this new alien species. So the story didn't take anything away. I thought it was really good. One note, definitely set up for a sequel, and I thought it was really entertaining. Next, let's jump into the acting. All right, the acting was really good actually. This one you could really feel a lot of the anger and passion behind the character, the main guy, and the physical, the physical was really entertaining, how physical he was with the scenes. He did most of it himself with all that makeup on, and you could tell he was a really athletic guy, and so the action scenes were intense. They were believable. You weren't sitting there saying this looks completely fake. They did a great job with the green screen, as the android was body was half cut off most of the movie. I think also she did a good job doing something else. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it was really interesting how she was able to really bring to life the character she played. Let's get into visuals. The visuals is where this really shines. It's going to give you Mad Max meets Alien kind of feel, which I really enjoyed when he visited a guest planet that's trying to kill him. The creatures are menacing, but they're not over the top, and so in that you actually feel like this is a real place, and these species are trying to survive, and everywhere you turn, there's a potential threat. All right, let's talk about the vibes. The vibes of this movie were pretty good as well. I really enjoyed watching the character become who he became later on in the story. I didn't see that coming. There were a little bit cheesy elements to how he who he turned into, but it was still kind of cool in a way. It kind of reminded me of some of like my nostalgia Power Ranger days when they lost all their powers and went to the cave and became like ninjas or something like that. This is kind of like what you're going to get with this character's growth. They do make him a little bit more meager than I wish he was in build, but that allows for him to kind of be undermatched and have to use some of his cunning predator instincts to really fight back. Impact. Impact wasn't extremely high for me on this one. I mean, you know what you're getting with Predator movies. I don't think this one um, is too far ahead of the others, nor is it way behind. I am interested in seeing the follow up to this. I found it interesting, but I think the impact may actually be like the lowest for me, honestly. And it take a couple of hits on my score. You're not going to see anything that's going to necessarily blow you away cinematically, but it's a very cohesive story. It's well thought out. They know what they wanted to do. They know what they wanted to set up, and you can feel it in there. So I think this movie is for those people who like Predators. For sure, you should go see this if you like Predators. If you like action, you're in like animatronics and makeup and the alien world, this one definitely will give you that. You'll feel a lot of emotions. You might feel some sad. You'll feel some nervousness. You'll feel a lot of a bevy of emotions, I would say, and that is going to certainly add to the overall experience. I would say you could wait for this one to land on your TV. It might not be in your theaters right now, but it's definitely worth a watch. At least one watch if you're into that action and that alien type of movie. So hope you enjoyed this review. Hope I kept it brief. And yeah, if you like what I said, like and please comment and subscribe. All right, peace.
Thanks for watching another Real Time Critics.